form, as I say. Hopefully can get another victory, a vital 3 points in the FA Women's Championship. Delighted to have alongside us a man very familiar to working with the Liverpool FC women's team, of course, Liverpool legend Chris Kirkland. Kirky, great to have you with us.
Steve, always a pleasure to be with you, mate. Looking forward to this game. Two former teams as well, Liverpool, Coventry, so interesting weather. Obviously pitch is quite heavy as well, so it's going to be a good test for both teams. And
the Reds have been in good form under Amber. Hopefully can continue that winning momentum today.
They have, yeah. Great 1-0 win last week. Set piece, you know, set pieces, people don't realise you work all week on them on the training ground for something to come off. It was a great ball off Missy Bow, and Niamh Fahey obviously getting the header to win 1-0.
Yep, Niamh Fahey's first goal of the season. I can just see Niamh over there about to lead the Liverpool team onto the field. Of course, Coventry United ladies have separate changing areas due to the COVID pandemic ongoing, of course. Right then, let's have a closer check at this afternoon's starting teams, and we start as always with Liverpool. And I can tell you that interim boss Amber Whiteley has made 2 changes to the win at Crystal Palace last week. Becky Jane replaces Mel Lawley, who's not quite 100%. She had a little knock in training. She's on the bench. The talented Missy Bow Kearns, of course, who recently on Friday became Liverpool FC Women's Standard Chartered Player of the Month for February. Richly deserved by the teenager as well, the Scouser. Been in great form. She comes in. All eyes on Kerry Holland too. Our recent signing has done really well. A couple of great goals against Charlton, of course. And then the London Bees, the last time out here at Prenton Park. Kirsty Lynette, again, will lead the attack for Liverpool. Kirsty's been in great form. She got a hat-trick against Coventry last season in the Continental Cup. As for the opposition, Coventry United Ladies FC, well, they're second bottom of the FA Women's Championship. They're 2 points ahead of the London Bees, but they do have a goal difference of -21, so that tells us they do concede a lot of goals. Their hopes will rest on the couple of players they brought in from the West Midlands and the West Brom midfield playmaker Fran Orthodoxou, and the forward Destiny Toisson, who came in from Birmingham City. A really good player, of course, and Hayley Crackle, the Northern Ireland international at right back, who provides some experience as far as Coventry are concerned. Well, the anthem that Jerry Marsden took to the cup, of course, blasting out loud and proud here at Prenton Park. It's the FA Women's Championship fixture. Liverpool 4th in the table, 10 points behind leaders Leicester City. There's 5 league games left to play. Of course, only one team goes up, so in terms of promotion, fair to say, and Amber Whiteley says, you know, we're not talking about anything like that, what may happen, what might not happen. So what Amber wants from this team is to continue their good form, continue the progress, and finish the season in good form to build for next season, of course, as well, which is so important. We've still got the Women's FA Cup, which has been brought back a 4th round days away at Leicester to come to, but with 5 left to play, Chris Kirkland, it is so important just to continue doing the things that Amber Whiteley wants from this team.
Well, it's vital. The way you finish a season is the way you start the next season, so they have to do that. Disappointment, obviously, getting relegated from the WSL 1, and now obviously in the Championship, so they'll be desperate, but you only do that by finishing the season well. Got to give credit to Leicester. You know, our friend Emil Esky is in there coaching at Leicester as well. Can't see them being caught, but for us now, how many games can you win for the rest of the season? Give yourself that platform going into pre-season, going into next season, and let's get back up where we belong.
And of course it was a tight game away from home back in October, actually, when Liverpool won 2-1 at Coventry United, when Mel Lawley and Amelie Testrup, the Danish international, were the Liverpool scorers. So Amber Whiteley's fully expecting Coventry to come here, even though they've got that bad goal difference, really. They'll come here with all to play for themselves, won't they?
They will, but that's where we need to take advantage. You've mentioned it, -21 goal difference. We should get chances. We know this team does create them. Can we get an early goal? For Coventry, if we get an early goal against them, it's going to be a long afternoon for them. Confidence is obviously low for them. Second bottom of the league. So we need to start on the front foot and get that early goal.
And a number of players, Kirky, in this Liverpool team, obviously very familiar to yourself from your spell here.
Yeah, listen, I love my time here. It was the perfect moment for me. I love the club, obviously, as you know, Steve, and I really enjoyed my experience. Unfortunately, I had to leave because there was other things going on that I couldn't give my full time to the team, which they deserve, but I loved every single minute of it, and they're so professional as well.
Yeah, because you've got your own goalkeeping academy, haven't you? You've got, you know, your foundation work, you do a lot for the club.
Yeah,
a lot of mental health stuff. You do a lot of work with that, helping people out.
Well, I just didn't think that I could give enough time, which the team deserved, and it didn't sit well with me. So unfortunately, I had to make that decision. But listen, it's a great club, as you know, and I hope they get back up.
And Kirsty Lynette as well, leading the attack, a player you know well. I mean, she's been in terrific form recently. Her hold-up play has been outstanding.
Well, I just remember from training, she knows where the net is. You know, she knows quick shots, one touch, two touch, not much back lift as well. But she certainly knows where the net is, and she'll be desperate today to get a goal, and she's got every chance.
Raza Roberts at right back, as I say, she's been playing there recently. That's where she plays for her senior side, her international team, Wales, of course, and Becky Jane playing further forward. She got her first senior goal for Liverpool, Becky, recently against the London Bees. But before we get underway at Prenton Park, the players, staff and officials sending out a powerful, poignant message around the world, taking a knee.
Yeah, coming back to Raza, probably one of the most professional I've seen when I was there. Always first in, always willing to learn, always in the gym. Fantastic professional.
So our live single camera coverage today, folks. No replays, but we bring you the live action as it materialises in front of your eyes, of course, here in Liverpool FC women, hoping to continue their good form. An early touch for the goalkeeper, Rachel Laws. Out again towards Rhiannon Roberts, known to everyone as Raza. Missy Bo-Kearns, the youngster, is the captain, Niamh Fahey, who scored a really good goal last week. Missy Bo-Kearns came off the bench. She provided one of her great deliveries, as we know she's capable of, from the set pieces. Great ball in, inspired substitution by Amber Whiteley, really. And Niamh Fahey, good header. It's a good win that against Crystal Palace away from home, because then games against teams like that are not as easy as you may feel.
No game's easy, particularly away from home, but we mentioned it before about set pieces. You work tirelessly, particularly on Thursday and Fridays before a game, or Friday, Saturdays for the women's, because I play Sunday. That's what you work tirelessly. And listen, only one might come off in 6 or 7 attempts, but it did, and they got a 1-0 win.
And Coventry come here in, I think, back to winning ways last week. Actually, they beat London City 1-0 to end a run of a few straight defeats. So they'll come here with a form of confidence. Of course, they were founded in 2013. In 2015, they took over the Coventry City Ladies FC side and became Coventry's largest women's side. That's Coventry United.
Normally, I say with Coventry, expect sky blue, but I actually, do you remember this kit back in 1999 for Coventry first team men's? The green kit?
Yeah,
you remember it?
Yeah.
I just remember Dion Dublin, I think he scored, I can't remember where he scored a goal at, but...
Yeah. Dion Dublin and Darren Huckabee, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Good front two.
I'll tell you what, it's so much better when fans can come back, and we've seen that with the first team. Fans make football, it's such a shame and upsetting to see when the fans are not in the game.
Because the Liverpool FC women supporters are fantastic. They're so passionate. I miss hearing the songs. I know very well that they'll be watching this in front of their screens, TV screens, computer screens, singing their hearts out still. The players know they're there in spirit. But Coventry making a bright start, actually. And space here for Orthodoxu, with an effort from range on the former West Brom player.
Yeah, Rachel watched it well. Difficult shot. You know, it's going to zip off this surface. It's uneven, it's wet. Got to keep an eye on it, but it looked a few yards wide.
So an early threat for the Coventry United ladies side. So just the 5 league games left in the FA Women's Championship this season. Missy Bo-Kearns out there for Liverpool, a very talented youngster playing really well. She's had a lot of starts under Amber Whiteley, and 2 years ago she made a Liverpool debut for the women's side. Came through the youth ranks, of course, under Becky Jepson. There's had a lot of faith shown in that, and she's reaping the rewards of that. Now, Kirsty Lynette, great vision to pick out the run here of Becky Jane. Driven ball in, well defended in the end. And Becky Anderson, charged down by Kirsty Lynette. Header forward by Jade Bailey. Lynette is there again. Jade Bailey getting stuck in midfield. Here's Roberts. Nice little turn by the Scouser, Missy Bo-Kearns. They were calling her Bo Salah recently. Little nickname, not a bad nickname to have, that.
Well, it's not. It's big pressure though.
She was saying she had a spell playing on the wing in a friendly recently, and she was beating everybody, and all the girls were calling her Bo Salah. Brilliant.
She's a great kid. I remember when, obviously, for my time here, always willing to learn. One of the hardest trainers as well.
Yeah.
deserving the success she's having at the minute.
Roberts, turn away. Missy Bokens. Roberts is there with a challenge. The New Zealand international Michaela Moore keeping an eye on Georgia Stevens here. Now Bokens again. Roberts.
It's never a bad ball, you know, when you've got to clear your lines, hit the channels. It's either going to run through or defenders are going to put it out for a throw-in. She has got that ability, Razza. She's got a great right foot. You know, she plays short passes, long passes.
Here's Missy Bokens again. In towards Lynette. Stepped in and cleared in the end by Becky Anderson. Back towards the goalkeeper, Sue Wood. So still awaiting the opening goal here at Prenton Park. In towards Kirsty Lynette. Back now towards Roberts. Of course, competition for places is intense here now with everyone fully fit again. Rachel Finesse, the top scorer amongst the substitutes here today. She missed last week against Crystal Palace with a little knock. Here's the pace now of Ashley Hodgson. Getting into a dangerous area. Kerry Holland. Unlucky. Posting into a good area. They've got a lot of players forward there, the Reds, didn't they?
They did. Just took a bobble as well, didn't it? Don't think the pitch helped her there. Good play for Mash, though.
She's
very
great
direct.
for Mash Hodgson.
Yeah, very direct. Works extremely hard in training. Obviously had her injuries. When I was there, she had a bad injury. She come back from it. But she's definitely a threat for Liverpool.
Here's the captain, Niamh Fahey. Hodgson. Good running here by Kerry Holland. Missy Bokens is in the centre. There she is. Good move again.
It's a good chance. Real good chance. Missy just couldn't quite get in front of the defender. The defender's done well for Coventry. Not sure who it was.
Nikki Miles it was who was there in the nick of time for Jay Bradford's side. Good combination down that left-hand side. Hodgson and the Kerry Holland as well. Driving forward. Here's Holland picking up the loose ball. Of course, she came to Liverpool after a spell in the United States at Kansas University programme. Soccer programme, as they call it. Taylor Hines, good pass. Holland feeding it for Hodgson. It was a lovely pass from Kerry Holland. That's unlucky.
Yeah, coming back to that last chance, I think Missy will be a little bit disappointed. She's obviously got there first. Tried to flick it with the outside of the foot.
She scored her first goal in the league recently against Leicester City. Pretty unlucky that day, Liverpool, to lose it 2-1 here at Prenton Park.
You didn't know Big S was there, did you?
No, that was amazing, that.
Yeah.
Emil Heskey at Leicester City Women, yeah.
Well, he's a legend.
Help them coaching them.
Yeah,
he's a legend as well, isn't he?
He's an ambassador as well for the whole club, but
yeah,
he wanted to get involved with coaching, and he's you know, rang me a few months ago, said he's got an opportunity to go in with the women's. I said, listen, go for it, take it.
Good opportunity, isn't it?
It is. And it's different, you know, you want different experiences,
yeah,
you know, to the men's game, obviously. But he's gone in there, and I know, I spoke to him last week, he absolutely loves it.
Here's Taylor Hines. Swapped Everton for Liverpool. Just over the far side. Amber Hughes couldn't quite keep that ball in play. So goalless so far here. Lynette. Holland. Away by Orthodoxu. Now Michaela Moore, composed at the back. Here's Roberts.
I think he was on first time, weren't it? I think he was on first time from Razza. I think she'll be a little bit disappointed there. Missy was in, a little first time touch. I think she was down the wing.
Forward by Michaela Moore with the clearance. Here comes Becky Jane. Driving on was Katie Morris for Coventry. Niamh Fahey. Hines. Kerry Holland. Nicely played by Kerry Holland, and good covering in the end by Nikki Miles. Reliable figure at the back for Coventry. Liverpool trying to utilise down that left-hand side the pace and quality of Ash Hodson. Kerry Holland doing really well to support her.
Yeah.
Get forward into good areas.
She's finding herself in some space as well, Ash. She's really clever. That ball should be on a lot of times today.
Kirsty Lynette taken off her by Miles in the end. Hodson trying to win it back. Does well. Liverpool get the throw in. Little turn by Lynette in the end. Becky Jane will get there. Back to Roberts. Ooh, loose from Razza Roberts that time. Straight to Georgia Stevens. Well covered by Michaela Moore. Becky Jane to Lynette. Oh, unlucky. Close. Missy Beaucairn's given offside.
Yeah, again, I think he's on first time there. Missy's made the run. I think Kirsty could have played that first time and Missy would have been in.
Making some good runs, Missy Beaucairn's, isn't she? Playing further forward. Just off Kirsty Lynette. With Kerry Holland in there as well. Very attack-minded formation, Amanda Whiteley today.
We have to go for, don't you? Second,
absolutely.
You know, playing against the second bottom of the league,
yeah.
Conceding so many goals.
Brown. Amber Hughes, now stopped by Taylor Hines. Ashley Brown, the throw in here for Coventry United ladies. They've already proved they can be a threat on the counter-attack. There's Niamh Fahey from Galway in the Emerald Isle. Moore, Razza Roberts.
Why are they called Coventry United, Steve? Or am I being instead of Coventry City?
It was a team that was formed and then they took over the Coventry City ladies side.
So Coventry United.
Yeah.
Just sounds weird.
It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, just offside. Hodson tried to get on the end of it. Yeah, they took over the Coventry City ladies team, as I say, when that was just in its infancy. They took the name from that. They're aiming to go quite big, actually, to be fair. As I say, with the three local businessmen who recently took that stake in the club, they're hoping to turn it professional before the start of 2022-23, and we wish them all the best with that.
We do. The first team, obviously, men's team have gone back to the Rico as well, which is great. Hopefully the club can kick on in both the men's and the women's side.
Absolutely. Now Michaela Moore. Niamh Fahey. Taylor Hines. Last season, Liverpool recorded a big scoreline against Coventry United in the Continental Cup, winning 5-1 away from home. Kirsty Lynette, as I say, got a hat-trick that day. Scored some great goals. Here's Niamh Fahey. They're well organised, you can see Coventry. They're getting players behind the ball, trying to make it tough for Liverpool.
They are. That's where they've got to use the outlets over the pace. Obviously Ash over the left-hand side, Becky Jane down there as well, because that's been the most success we've had at the minute. Sometimes when you try and play through teams that are compact, as you know, it's very difficult. You've got to use the space on the wings.
Driving rain, pretty cold day here on Merseyside too. There's Niamh Fahey. Hines and find Hodson away by Hughes. Lucy Beaucairn's there before Destiny Toisson. And forward again by Becky Anderson. Kerry Holland. Yorkshire lass is Kerry, but she's a Wales youth international. She was called into the senior squad recently too. A mark of how well she started her Liverpool career. Great goal when she came off the bench to score against Charlton away. And then brilliant goal here, lovely 1-2 with Mel Lawley on a home debut for Liverpool. Made a good start. Hines to Jade Bailey. Good to see Jade back in the midfield again, isn't it, after the injury? Kept her out for a number of games, and Vicky Jepson was the manager. She certainly missed Jade Bailey's presence, I think, in the middle of the park. She's a good player.
Yeah, workhorse as well, and she keeps play ticking over. Smart player.
Forward by Niamh Fahey. Mr. Horns sounding on the cars, travelling past Prenton Park, because Tranmere Rovers themselves are in a big cup final today. We wish them all the best in taking on Sunderland at Wembley. Our good mate Jay Spearing as well, doing really well.
Yeah, I spoke with Scotty Davis, the keeper, earlier. They can't wait for it. They've been on some great runs as well.
A bit loose there. Kirsty Lynette couldn't quite get to the ball.
Parky as well, obviously involved now with the first team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant chap. Is that 3 o'clock, that one?
3 o'clock, that one, I think, yeah.
Let's wish them all the best. Hopefully a double today, Liverpool women's and Tranmere.
Still goalless here in the FA Women's Championship. Missy Kearns going close at the near post, probably the best chance of the game for Liverpool so far. Unorthodox who flashed an effort wide. Good work here by Becky Jane. Really good persistence by Becky. Trying to play it in, and it came off Becky Anderson. In the end, I think it's centre back today alongside Nikki Miles, and Liverpool get the corner.
Yeah, that's a space. We've seen it down here, the right-hand side with Becky, far side with Ash. Got to try and utilise that now, try and get it down there.
And I always say this, but she is so good at these set pieces normally. I don't want to say the kiss of death here, but Missy Kearns, the young Scouser, came off the bench to provide the goal from a corner kick. He's forward again. It's in towards Fahey with a flick. Unlucky. Good delivery again from Missy Bow, wasn't it?
Tried to replicate the last game, weren't it? Exactly the same again. Missy on to Niamh, 1-0. Just didn't get the connection. I think, again, Niamh will be a little bit disappointed there. I think it was there for her. Difficult ball, though. It was drilled into her, but I think she'd have been disappointed not to get any contact at all.
They were saying Missy Kearns does practice them corners and free kick routines either side. She's got such a real telling delivery. It was so good to see that hard work pay off with the winner at Crystal Palace last weekend. Niamh Fahey. Nice turn by Kirsty Lynette. It's a great ball. Missy Kearns, can she get there? Unlucky. Well read by Sue Wood. But Lynette again, capable of that lovely through pass. Unlucky that.
Good keeping. Yeah. Spotted the danger.
Lynette again trying to play in Kerry Holland, who made an intelligent run in behind. Niamh Fahey with the challenge. Morris. Anderson. To Sue Wood, the goalkeeper, who made a really good challenge there to deny Missy Kearns, but good play that by Kearns. It was a great run through the heart of the Coventry United defence. Battling up there by Georgia Stevens. Amber Hughes dispossessed by some good work from Ash Hodson. Back with Rachel Laws, Liverpool's keeper. Of course, played 9 games when Liverpool won the title under Matt Beard in 2013 in the Women's Super League.
Did International Women's Day with Liverpool Foundation with Rachel and Jess Clark the other day. Brilliant. They were superb. Absolutely brilliant. They spoke really, really well. So passionate about women's football, about women in general, and really, really enjoyed the night.
Still goalless so far here, but Missy Kearns making some really intelligent runs in behind. Lynette, nicely done. Missy Kearns again. She's getting closer.
See what she was trying to do. Set it up well. We've seen them volleys. They either go into the stand, high and wide, or into the top corner. But just coming back there, Jess Clark the other night, they've missed her as well. Yeah. Really have missed her. Her pace, her directness. You know, she scores goals. She was talking the other night, hopefully she's not too far away now.
Remember the cup game she played here against Manchester United earlier on in the season? She was outstanding that day, Jess.
Oh, well, listen, she's got 50 caps for England.
Yeah.
That says it all.
Yeah.
But she's had a tough time, but she's nearly back now, which would be great.
Flick header from Becky Jane. Bailey. Roberts. Did well in the end by the former Birmingham player, Destiny Poisson. A good run, but well intercepted by Nee Fahy. Missy Bokens. Roberts.
That ball over the top's on, you know. Coventry is squeezing really up. If you can get it back, little 1-2, and then clip it over the top. We've seen they've nearly got in. Here it is again.
Lynette looking for Becky Jane, well covered in the end by Hayley Crackle. Strength of Asa Roberts doing well there for Liverpool.
Just a little bit firmer ball. Becky Jane was in again down the right hand side. Coventry playing a high line. You can see now where they are. Some smart, clever play, little 1-2 and thread the ball through. I think Liverpool will get a chance.
Nee Fahy looking for Taylor Hines, who'd made a run forward from left full-back. Missy Bokens looking lively up top for Liverpool here, making these forward runs. Gone close on a few occasions so far. The Reds just got to keep playing the football. Bokens doing well there from a defensive point of view. That type of play. Hard working for the team that won her the Standard Chartered Liverpool FC Women's Player of the Month award for February.
She's been everywhere, hasn't she? This first period of the game. Heavily involved.
Nee Fahy to Jade Bailey. Michaela Moore. Moore again. It's Bokens making the run in behind them again. How could she knock it across? Oh, there were red shirts there. It was well covered by Becky Anderson. But Coventry are struggling to pick up these great runs from the Scouser Missy Bokens here.
Yeah, she's
having a great game.
She is. Good defending from Coventry, but the chance was there. You had Ash coming in at the back post. That ball slipped across the 6-yard line there. Would have surely have been 1-0 to Liverpool.
So Missy Bokens with another corner kick for Amber Whiteley's side here. Oh, back post coming in was Michaela Moore. Up in the half cleared, and it's fired into the goal, and it's Nee Fahy again. Well, it's the same combination in many ways. Missy Bokens' corner, causing all sorts of problems, and Nee Fahy is a scorer for the second week in succession. 1-0.
You put that ball into that 6-yard box with that quality that Missy Bones, it's sort of a driven ball. It's going to cause problems. Couple of chances, couple of half efforts. It's fell to Neve and she's smashed it in the top corner, middle of the goal.
Yeah, great combination. So good to see lightning strike twice, so to speak. We said how well Missy Bokens is playing in this game, and no surprise, it's another one of her deliveries that causes all sorts of problems. The link with the two centre-backs, Michaela Moore at the back post, does really well, and when it comes in, they can't deal with it. And a good finish there from Nee Fahy, the skipper. Second goal of the season. And Liverpool's pressure is rewarded, Chris Kirkland, with the opening goal.
Yeah, no more than deserved. Been well on top the first 25 minutes. Had some good chances down the wings. Just the final balls deserted them at the minute, but great ball from Missy. Always going to cause problems in the 6-yard box. And Neve
finished it well, didn't she?
Real good finish.
Taylor Hines. Here the Reds come again. This is Kerry Holland. Bokens is in the middle. Kerry Holland. It's a brilliant run, and it's touched in, and it's Becky Jane. She can't stop scoring at the moment. Brilliant goal by Liverpool FC women. Amber Whiteley's side are playing some cracking stuff here. Brilliant play there by Kerry Holland. And Becky Jane playing further forward again. Scores again.
Wow, great pace from Kelly Holland down the left. Started on the front foot from Coventry's kick-off as well. They'll be disappointed. We've got the ball back. Straight down the left-hand side. Kerry Holland, great ball into the middle. Becky Jane's there to, was it a knee? I think she might have kneed it in. 2-0.
The prolific Becky Jane, we could call her now. She loves playing further forward. She got her first goal in a red shirt the other week. 2 goals in a minute. A new signing Kerry Holland doing the business again. Brilliant run down that left flank. Great determination, great power. And there Liverpool go again. Surely not 3 goals in 3 minutes. Coventry clear.
Well, this is where you keep the pressure on now. You know, try and get the 3rd, the 4th, but obviously keep it tight at the back. But Coventry will be demoralised now.
The Reds come again there, unlucky. Kirsty Lynette trying to turn. Good challenge from Niamh Fahey, who got the first goal. Good shout from Rachel Laws. Newcastle-born stopper. Was at Reading before she came to Liverpool. Really good, experienced last line of defence.
Won the title as well, didn't she? 2013.
Yeah. Did well. Niamh Fahey again. Holland. Hines. And it's Lynette and Becky Jane who are forward again here. Kirsty Lynette has done well. On the ball.
Playing some really good stuff. People say, well, you should be, it's against the second bottom of the league, but you've still got to play that stuff. You've still got to be positive on the front foot, still play the right balls.
Niamh Fahey with the first one. Becky Jane with the second. Enjoying playing further forward is Becky. And here comes another Missy Beaucairn's corner.
Same area. Put it in the same area. Keeper's not the biggest. Put it in that 6-yard box.
Even in the near post. Niamh Fahey was there again, and Amber Hughes in the end scrambled it clear.
Just needed a little bit more height, didn't it? A little bit more height, that could have caused more problems. She's got that driven one though, Missy. Great delivery.
Beaucairns everywhere. Fahey, Bailey. Good composed play by Jade Bailey. Roberts, Becky Jane, Kerry Holland popping up on the right now. Roberts. Trying to win it back again with Destiny Toisson trying to drive forward again. Good play by Becky Jane from a defensive point of view. Playing well, Becky, isn't she, further forward?
Well, we've seen her going forward there, as you said.
2 home games playing further forward and 2 goals.
Yeah, but then
not bad.
Defensive work there as well. Get back, help your team out. She's done that. Delighted to be in the company once again of Chris Kirkland here today. Of course, so had a spell as manager of this team for a few games, wasn't it? It was. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. Obviously, ably assisted by Vicky as well.
Absolutely.
You know, we had a great time, got on really well together. But yeah, as we're talking about, unfortunately, had to leave because of.
It was tough because you know Neil Redfern had left unexpectedly, and the pair of you did brilliantly to steady the ship, keep it going.
We really enjoyed it together. Unfortunately, I had to leave.
Because it was a new team, wasn't it? Really.
It was. There was a lot of changes. There was a lot of changes, obviously.
9 signings.
Yeah. But it's listen, it's Liverpool Football Club.
Absolutely. 2-0. Amber Whiteley's side here, leading in the FA Women's Championship. 2 goals in the space of a minute. Niamh Fahey again scoring. Courtesy of another Missy Beaucairn's great delivery from a corner that caused all sorts of problems, and then straight from the kick-off, Coventry were caught. Brilliant run down the left-hand side by Kerry Holland. Perfect assist. And Becky Jane is there again to finish it off.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball from Rachel Laws.
Superb distribution. Roberts. Becky Jane.
Oh, she just went Kirsty, didn't she? She was just going. Becky Jane thought she'd gone. Great ball from Rachel Laws there out to Rhiann Roberts. Just a slight misread there from Kirsty. Really positive stuff though. They've been on the front foot from the start, as you'd expect. 2-0's the least they deserve.
Michaela Moore. Niamh Fahey. Lovely touch by Lynette. Brilliant play by Kirsty Lynette. Now Becky Jane. Plenty of red shirts in the centre. Missy Beaucairn's in the thick of the action again, keeping it alive. Jade Bailey. Becky Jane. Bailey. Lynette. Becky Jane. Coventry just forcing Liverpool back. Back with the skipper. Need Fahy again. Lynette. Holland. Taylor Hines trying to get on the overlap. That was good play from Kerry Holland again. Great work. Great run forward by Taylor Hines too.
Great play. Dangerous in down the wings from the first minute. That's always been where we are the most dangerous at. Coventry fullbacks are certainly getting worked.
As we're coming up towards the opening half an hour of this one. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns again to deliver. Michaela Moore with a header. Look at the determination here of Kerry Holland to try and keep this one in play. So unlucky.
That's what you want to see, though, isn't it? Even though we went out, that's the desire that you need.
That's what the team's all about. Morris. Hughes. Becky James won it back brilliantly. Bo-Kearns. Oh, unlucky. Well read by Nikki Miles. Missy Bo-Kearns just trying to pass with the outside of her right foot. Spotted the run made by Kirsty Lynette. Good for the interim boss, Amber Whiteley, though. I was talking about competition for places again. Really strong bench. Riley Foster, our Canadian goalkeeper, who was superb, wasn't she, when we had her in the commentary box recently against the London Bees. Leanne Robe, Amelie Testrup, the Danish international striker. Mel Lawley, Amy Rogers, Rachel Finesse, the top scorer, and the two youngsters who've both made debuts this season, Emily Brough and Lucy Parry, who became Liverpool FC Women's youngest ever player. And here come Coventry, well read by the New Zealand international, Michaela Moore.
That's a really strong bench. Really strong bench. Gives you great options if you are needing a goal or two, but
it's good, and it hasn't always been that way this season. Even though Coventry are second from bottom, they did have a pretty good game recently against Durham, when Durham only won it 4-3. So they've got a bit of a fighting spirit about them, despite their lowly position. Coventry United. Roberts. Moore. Michaela Moore looking for Razza Roberts, and she might get there. And it's Bo-Kearns in the middle, Roberts going all the way. You know what's been so pleasing about this one? I think Amber will be delighted that, all right, that's a heavy touch by Roberts and the chance is gone, but there were 4 or 5 players in the box there.
yeah, there was.
In support, and that's been a highlight of this half. It's been really good.
It's just been that final delivery at times. If that had been slightly better there, Rianne would be disappointed with that. She slides that across again, the 6-yard box. There's a tap-in, like you said, for 3 or 4 players. But positive signs, though. Listen, it doesn't happen all the time. There is times you take a heavy touch, but the positive signs, they keep doing it, they keep doing it, and they keep getting in, and they will get more goals.
Yeah, I thought Razza was going to score her first one of the season there.
I think she was caught in 2 minds, weren't she, whether to take the touch and
fire it across
or take the shot herself.
Yeah. Driven forward by Becky Anderson. Good header by Roberts. Now Bo-Kearns.
Offside.
Yeah. You can see that just went too early, Kirsty, that time, didn't she?
It's got to be first time from Bo that, you know, Kirsty's gone a little bit too early, and she really seen across the line there, so she could have held her run a little bit more. But again, trying to get in positive. You know, you'd rather make them runs and get caught offside than not make them.
Anderson to take the free kick, short in the end. Back from Orthodoxu to the goalkeeper Sue Wood. Just to reiterate, folks, our live single camera coverage today, no replays, but bringing you the action as it happens. And Bo-Kearns again trying to get on the end of another ball. Good block by Kirsty Lynette. Missy Bo-Kearns Chasing everything, isn't she, out there? Completely justifying her selection. Youngest player in the team. You wouldn't think it.
When I was here, Steve, she was injured quite a bit, but she was always out watching training, always wanting to get involved, always trying to help the team, support the team. You could tell she was just desperate to play, and it's brilliant to see now that she's reaping them rewards because of her attitude when she was out injured.
Go to the same school as Curtis Jones, who's starring now in our first team. That would have been a good five-a-side team, that wouldn't it?
I wouldn't have fancied taking them two on, would you?
No. Here's Kerry Holland again. Brilliant play by Kerry Holland. And Becky Jane's coming in again. Oh! Here's Razza Roberts now, keeping the play alive. And a shot by Becky Jane. She's after more goals.
She was there.
Love it.
Great play down the left-hand side again. That's been the outlet for the first half. Just couldn't quite direct the first one, could she, Becky? And then she gets another chance, gets a decent contact on it, but...
It's great to see it, isn't it? She's so enjoying it.
Well, she's obviously got great talent. You know, she knows where the goal is. Not scared to shoot. She just got over the top of that one, though, just over the top of the crossbar. But she's got one goal. She can't get too greedy.
She very nearly had a second there. Good header by Jade Bailey. Bo Kearns, it's a great touch. It's Kerry Holland making that run again. Good combinations going on out there.
You can see the win, though. You can see the corner flag straight through the middle. The ball's going to roll on.
That chance there before, though, Kerry Holland again down that left-hand side. It's just driving at them, isn't it?
Well, when you've got pace like that, knock the ball and go. You know, you're not going to get it right every time, but it only takes that one or two times to get it right.
Here's Hayley Crackle. Good again from Razza Roberts. Fans have a song about Razza Roberts. She'll run through a brick wall. Lynette's pass. Kerry Holland. Bo Kearns.
Yeah, strong play from Rianne, weren't it? There's not many that will get by her.
So 2 goals in the space of a minute. Knee far he from a messy Bo Kearns corner after Michaela Moore had caused problems at the back post, and then almost straight from the kick-off, driving run down left-hand side. Kerry Holland, brilliant run, great ball in, good finish by Becky Jane. Here's Becky Jane again up towards Lynette. Well read by Becky Anderson, who got there first.
Really positive first half, though. Manager will be delighted. There's certainly more goals in this game, though. You would expect them to, you know, go on and win possibly 4-5-0 based on this first half.
Beat the London Bees 3-0 in the last game. Good performance. London Bees had a good spell at the start of the second half in that one before Amber Whiteley made that triple change. That's loose by Michaela Moore and Destiny Toisson.
Brilliant save.
Brilliant stop by Rachel Laws. That is a let-off.
Nearly jinxed that then, didn't I? Saying 4-5-0. Dear me.
I know,
Chris. Brilliant save, though. Rachel's done really well there. Slap pass from Rianne. It's not like her. Rachel Laws, though, closed the gap down. Made a great save.
Yeah. She in her Birmingham days, Destiny Toisson, she did have a reputation for scoring goals. I thought she was going to score then, but full credit to Rachel Laws. It was a brilliant save. Nice reverse pass, but Bo Kearns given offside this time.
See, that can make
just
all
a
the
slight
difference.
warning.
Yeah, that can make all the difference. That goes in, what we got, 6 minutes to half time.
Yep.
Changes the game completely. That's huge. She's not had anything to do at all. Concentration for goalkeeper's key in these games, and she's come up with the goods there. Brilliant save on the front foot, close the angle down. Got a great block. 2-1 in it. As we all know, it's a totally different game.
Clearance by Wood. There's me Fahy again. She's now got 2 goals for the season, the Liverpool captain, scoring on successive league weekends. There's Michaela Moore, defending well. Now Becky Jane. Bo Kearns. Jade Bailey. Lynette. Bailey. Hines. Some nice passing from the Reds.
Difficult pitch as well. It's bobbly. We were down there before, weren't we? It's wet, it's bobbly.
Driving through. Space here for Hughes. Roberts read it well. Now some space for Carrie Holland.
Go on, she's in.
Great play by Carrie Holland. And Roberts again could drive at them.
Oh, that's a great
Great ball back post. Oh, the flag's got up.
That's
against
close,
Ash Hodson.
That's tight, that. Ash, you can tell, that did not look offside. Ash is arguing there as well. I must admit, that didn't look offside from up here. It's great play from Rianne Roberts again. She's picked Ash out.
It's unfortunate, that, wasn't it?
It is. It didn't look offside, I must admit. You can tell by players' reaction sometimes. Yes, they get it wrong, but Ash never normally cheats.
Hayley Crackle. Of course, as I say, the women have got Leicester City away coming up shortly in the Women's FA Cup 4th round. A tough one on paper, but with Leicester top of the league, but there have been 2 close games there. Leicester winning both games 2-1, but maybe a touch of revenge. I mean, the more confidence that the team are getting here.
Yeah, you've got to go into it with confidence.
Absolutely.
Games before, you know, cup games, you all know what can happen in them.
And don't forget, in those games, Carrie Holland wasn't playing. She's made a big difference, that new signing. She's been a great signing.
And the strength, you've mentioned before, the strength in depth now
Yeah,
on the bench as
good.
well. They've got a lot of players to pick from.
Jess Clark will be back for that one as well.
Let's hope so. Yeah, let's hope so. As I said, I spoke to her the other night on that call, and she's desperate. She really is desperate now. You could see it in her eyes, and she was twitching when she was talking about getting back to training, getting back to playing. When she comes back, she will be flying.
See Fahy there making a challenge for Liverpool. Did well, the skipper. Of course, came to Liverpool after a spell in France with Bordeaux. Big Liverpool fan, Niamh Fahy, and she got the first goal. Becky Jane doubles the lead as well, her second goal for Liverpool FC women. Playing in that role further forward. Doing very well. Could have scored again with a bit more luck as well. Michaela Moore.
Coming back to Niamh Fahy, Steve, one of them professionals you want in your team. Great lady. You know, keeps the team together, brilliant in the dressing room, sets by example in training. Lucky to have her.
Nikki Miles. Well, one back by Carrie Holland. Great play from Taylor Hines to win that back.
Offside again. It's on though, into that ball. We've seen it 2 or 3 times now, Kirsty.
Every time, yeah.
She's just making that, you know, she's making the run. The midfielder just not seeing it quick enough. It's got to be 1 touch, 2 touch maximum sometimes, but it's on a lot of the times, and we probably should have been in more than we have been. I'm sure they'll talk about that at half-time, trying to get that ball quicker forward to the front runners with Missy and Kirsty making them runs.
2 minutes to go to the break, plus stoppages. Good half this one for Liverpool FC women, leading 2-0. 2 goals in quick succession. Played some nice football. It's a lovely turn by Kirsty Lynette. Holland trying to play it through for Missy Bo Kearns, making that run again. Roberts is there again. Not many get the better of Raza, do they?
Oh, you don't want to get a tackle off Raza in training. I've seen a few of her tackles in training. She takes no prisoners.
Yeah.
sets the tone though. You know, when you get it, you've seen it before, when you get a good tackle, lifts the crowd. I know there's no crowd here, but lifts the crowd, lifts the team. You know, just sparks something off sometimes.
It's Becky Jane covering for Liverpool. Followed by Hayley Crackle. Becky Jane. Now Roberts. Lynette. Missy Kearns. Holland. Hughes. Great tackle by Taylor Hines. Brilliant. Lynette. Good hold-up play by Kirsty Lynette.
Great ball. Oh, just a bit too heavy.
Missy Kearns trying to get there. Unlucky Kirsty.
Right idea. I think it was the only ball on the reverse. Just a little bit too heavy. I think it's skidded off the surface as well. A lot of rain now.
Amber Whiteley was saying that she's been so impressed with Kirsty Lynette on her return to the side, the way she holds the ball up. Big part of the game, isn't it? And no stoppage time, so right on cue, that is indeed half-time. And so far, so good for Amber Whiteley and Liverpool FC women. Played some really good stuff in that first half. 2 goals in quick succession. The first of them came from a Missy Kearns corner like last week. Michaela Moore causing problems at the back post. And there was Niamh Fahey. Good finish in the penalty area to poke home. A minute later, Coventry caught from the kick-off. Driving run down the left wing by Kerry Holland. Great ball into the middle. And there was Becky Jane scoring again in that penalty area. Great run. Great finish too. Rachel Laws made a good save at the other end to deny Coventry a goal, but half-time, so far so good. Liverpool FC women 2, Coventry United ladies 0. So, Chris Kirkland, highly satisfactory stuff, I'm sure, from Liverpool FC women. Amber Whiteley would be pleased with that one.
No more than deserved. You know, started off really well on the front foot, which you have to do. Listen, Coventry, second bottom of the league, you've got to get at teams like that, minus 21 goal difference. Start on the front foot, you know, get at them from the start. You know, I know a lot of teams will say, well, keep possession, knock it around a little bit, but for me, get at teams that are struggling at the bottom. They've done that, you know, down the wings, got in, created numerous chances, and 2-0's the least they deserve.
We were saying before the game, Kirky, weren't we, on Friday, that Missy Kearns, the Scouser in the team, of course, she was celebrating 2 years since she made a Liverpool FC women's debut, coming through the youth ranks at a very young age, working initially under our former boss Vicky Jepson. Vicky did great for Missy Bow, of course, and there's a big mutual respect there. And you know, on Friday she was named as well the Standard Chartered at Liverpool FC Women's Player of the Month for February. It's a big thing that for Missy Bow, and she's had a lot of starts under Amber Whiteley. She came off the bench last week to create the only goal of the game, and she was making some really good runs. Twice she went close, one at the near post for Ash Hodson cross early on, wasn't it?
Local girl, knows what it means, so passionate. I mentioned before, when I was at the club, she was injured for a lot of the time, but she was so keen to get out there. Even when it was tipping down in training, she could have stayed in the gym, could have stayed inside. She was always on the touchline, always there helping, and she deserves all this success now. She's a great kid, got great ability, and she could go on to do real good things, and you know, Liverpool will be lucky, happy that she's at this club. And she'll listen, she works non-stop, works her socks off, loves the club, goes to all the men's games. You know, she's down at Anfield all the time, so she knows what it means to play for this club. And you can see it, she's enjoying herself, she always wants the ball. She's probably had the most touches out of anybody during this game, and her enthusiasm is brilliant to see, and it's an example for all young girls to watch the way she is and watch how she loves the game.
Now last week Missy Bow, as I say, came off the bench to create the only goal from a corner for Niamh Fahey to score, and the two of them are at it again. This time Niamh Fahey's central defensive partner Michaela Moore played a huge part in it. Missy Bow, who does spend hours after training working on the set pieces, corner deliveries, free kick deliveries, and you can see it's paying off here where it counts in the big games. Great ball in from the right hand side to the back post. Michaela Moore causes all sorts of problems. Somehow the goalkeeper and the defenders scramble it away, but then Niamh Fahey, great composure inside that penalty area, almost by just short of the penalty spot, turns and good finish.
It is, and what is it? Is it 75% of some of the games are won with set pieces? In training, particularly 2 days before a game and the day before a game, you work on set pieces, relentless. And listen, you might not score in 4 or 5 games from them, but you always try, and eventually you'll get that goal. We've seen it last week against Crystal Palace, getting a great 1-0 win, set piece. There's nothing better than that. When you come away with a 1-0 away win, away from home, set piece that comes off that you've worked on the training ground for so long, there's no better feeling. We've seen it today again, a drilled ball towards the back post. Michaela Moore headed it back across, and Fahy, great finish.
And then a minute later, you called it in commentary, Kirky. You said Coventry were almost caught cold there, straight from the kick-off. They made a mistake. And Kerry Holland, she's done it a few times in the game, driving down that left-hand side. It's a brilliant run by Kerry Holland. She really wants to make something happen, and that's a big part of her game, which we're really enjoying seeing her in a red shirt. It's a brilliant run down the left-hand side. It's a super pullback. And Becky Jane, playing further forward on the right side of the attack, who scored her first goal from that position in the last home game, was at it again. Another really good finish.
Yeah, again, when you've got pace like that with Kerry down the wing, give her the ball, let her go. You can see it. She leaves the defenders for dead. She gets in the ball, but then it's all about the delivery. There's no point in having pace and beating players unless you can get the delivery into the box. She puts a brilliant ball across, and Becky's done really well. I think it's come off her hip, a knee or something like that, but it's a great build-up play. And again, it's from the training ground. That's what you work on. You look at the opposition, who you're playing on the Sunday or the Saturday, where's their weaknesses. They've obviously know Coventry down the sides, that's where the weaknesses are for Coventry United, and they've worked on it. And again, it's a training ground routine that's paid off. And
they could have had a few more too, couldn't they, really?
They could, but they'll be happy with 2. But listen, let's go on now. Can we try and score 4 or 5? But you've got to mention Rachel Laws again. Coventry got a chance with 5 minutes to go.
It was a back pass from Michaela Moore. It was an under-hit back pass, and Destiny Toisson is in there at the strike end. She's through on goal, but Lawsy did brilliantly.
She did great. She read the situation well. The striker Destiny probably took a touch too much. I think she could have got a shot away earlier. She's took that extra touch, and Rachel's read that and got close to her and made a brilliant block.
Maybe that's a bit of a warning sign. You can't be too complacent.
You can be never in any game. We've seen so many games now. You can never be complacent. You can have so much possession and so much attempts on goal, but it only takes a second, for the opposition to score. And it's a great save from Rachel, and that's what she's there for. She'd had nothing to do, hardly anything to do, and comes up trumps.
The team have done well, haven't they? We've seen Taylor Hines left-hand side, Razza on the right. They've both got forward really well, haven't they? In a lot of space. They've done really well, haven't they?
It's tough. When you're playing against a team that, a second bottom, people expect you to roll them over. It's tough. You have to earn the right. You have to play the right way in the game to earn the right to win a game, and they've done that. They've been brilliant from the first minute, been on the front foot and created many chances.
And I know you've been impressed again by, we spoke about Missy Bowe, but Kerry Holland as well, our recent signing, and she's making a real impact, isn't she? She's everywhere in that field.
She is.
Great engine.
Yeah, you need that. When you play midfield, you need a big engine, and we've got that. You need to be up and down, up and down. She's got great pace as well, and she's certainly made a brilliant start to a Liverpool career.
Absolutely. So far so good for Liverpool FC women, of course, leading Coventry United ladies by 2-0 at half-time. Fahy with the opener. Becky Jane as well, doubling Liverpool's advantage. Could have had a few more as well, couldn't we? And I remember Razza Roberts got in down that right-hand side. Missy Bowe's had a couple of chances. Becky Jane again, nearly scored again.
Encouraging signs, though. Again, you'd expect it. I think we were probably looking at the corner flags. We had the wind with us that half, so it might be slightly more difficult this second half going against the wind. It's difficult conditions. We've seen that many times down at Prenton, the wind, the rain, but they'll be delighted. And listen, start again the same, start on the front foot, get down the wing again. Them chances are going to come from down the wings, and can we go on and get 3 or 4 goals?
I mean, in terms of the overall FA Women's Championship, it's a tough league to get out of, isn't it? Because with the pandemic happened, that Liverpool were relegated. There's no fault of our own. I'm convinced that if there hadn't been that pandemic, then Liverpool FC women wouldn't have been relegated from the Women's Super League. I think we would have had enough to have stayed up.
Well, it was on a good run as well, weren't we?
But
when it got stopped.
It is what it is, isn't it? And there's nothing you can do about that. It was a league decision. But this is such a tough league to get out of, especially with only one team that goes up. And I think one of the problems even at the start of the season was when teams in the FA Women's Championship, Liverpool FC, the name Liverpool FC is synonymous around the world. Everyone wants to beat us.
Brings its own pressures.
It does, doesn't it?
But you have to respond.
Huge.
Like you said, listen, I believe the same as you. I think we would have stayed up if it weren't for the pandemic, but it's happened. You have to deal with the situation. It is what it is. It's not going to turn around. Now we're in the Championship. Championship, look at the Men's Championship, extremely hard to get out of. This is no different. One team going up is probably the most difficult that you could ever imagine. So, but you have to get on with it. You have to deal with it. You can't feel sorry for yourselves. You have to perform, and you have to get out of this league.
You have to be super consistent.
You do.
In the Championship as well, don't you?
You do.
There's no room for even marginal errors in this league, is there?
No, there's not. And what is it now? Is it 4 teams, full-time professional teams?
Yeah.
Is it Leicester, Blackburn, Liverpool? Is it Villa as well?
Yeah.
Aston Villa. So, you know, you've got no given right to go up. You've got to earn that right to do it. Unfortunately, it looks like this season we're just going to be a little bit short. But they've got to put the foundations in place for next season. You have to finish the season well. You've mentioned they're still in the cup. You know, can you go on and win that? Give yourself great confidence and then start the season next season on a high.
And the foundations are looking good now. That the squad is a lot stronger. We mentioned before about the quality of players to come on the bench. You know, you got your top scorer, Fernie there, Rachel Finesse, amongst the subs there. It's a talented squad they've got now, isn't it? Well, you know, Kerry Holland, we've said before, has came in. She's done brilliantly for us. We're really enjoying watching this young girl play. You know, she's really took to life at Liverpool superbly well, and Amber Whiteley firmly believes there's a lot more to come from her. Missy Bo-Kearns is getting regular starts. We're seeing what quality she has too. It's really good.
To be successful, as you know, you need a squad. It's not just about the 11 that play. You need a squad of players, and now, you know, the bench looks incredibly strong today, probably the strongest I've seen it. And if you are going to be successful, like I said, this season's looking out of reach now, barring a meltdown from Leicester. But if we can keep this squad together, keep the confidence, finish the season well, keep the squad together in the summer, that's the big thing, because we know in past summers we've lost players. There's been big turnarounds in squads, which doesn't help. But if we can keep this squad together and possibly add 1 or 2 players in the summer, it will give them a good chance next season to get back out of this league. Because, listen, nobody wants to be in this league. Let's not beat around the bush. You don't want to be. You want to be in the top league that you can play in. So can we get that good start, get some more players in the summer, that just a few tweaks, it doesn't need much.
And that's what Amber Whiteley, the interim manager, has said a lot in recent, you know, in our women's preview shows with Pete Mack. You know, she's been saying that it's all about building foundations for the new season as well about showing what we're all about now.
It is. Any team that wants to be successful, that's what you have to do. You need to finish the season well, have a good pre-season. That's a big thing as well. Get the players fit, have a good pre-season, get that camaraderie together. If you have got 1 or 2 new players coming in, make them fit in straight away, which has never been a problem with these ladies. You know, when I went away pre-season, when that was my first pre-season with them, you know, everybody got on great together, and you need that if you're going to be successful.
Absolutely. So hopefully more goals to come in the second half, folks. Our live single camera coverage, bringing you all the live action as it happens, and really good stuff from Amber Whiteley's side so far in that opening half. Liverpool leading Coventry United ladies by 2-0. And just before the 2 teams will come out for the second half, of course, just away from the game. Kirky, a few fans were asking about you. You had a bit of a nasty accident recently, didn't you, as part of your walking, but you're on the road to recovery. You're all good again now. Yeah,
it's getting there. Yeah, we did the challenge in February for the NHS and for mental health charities. So this lad got in touch with the Walk-ins, a brilliant group we're involved in, said, look, I want to do this challenge, will you all do it with us? So silly, I was watching 8 Mile the film at the time, so I thought I'll do 8 miles a day. Got to day 21, and yeah, my shin flared up and I couldn't walk. Leona had to come and pick me up. So I couldn't do anything for 3 weeks, and we've spoke about it before. It really did affect us. You know, mentally it was really tough. But thankfully now it's feeling a lot better. And you know, Sam was looking at me some days thinking, Dad, what have I done? You're not taking me out here. What have I done? So, but it's great to be back out and yeah, getting the exercise, which is key, as we know. You know, exercise and talking is key for the mental health.
Absolutely. And you're doing some great work for the Liverpool FC Foundation as well, aren't you? They doing going from strength to strength.
I'm loving it. Do you know what, Steve? What they do is incredible. I had no idea. I've lived up here 20 years now, and I had no idea until now just exactly what they do for the community. It's an amazing setup, some amazing people. The staff, like you with your job with this, with the commentary, the staff care so much about what they're doing in the community, and I'm privileged to be a part of it, and it's growing and growing and growing. Particularly during this pandemic, there's been a lot of families, you know, in real trouble, and the foundation's been able to, not everyone, because you can't help everyone, but they've made a huge difference, you know, during this pandemic, and the foundation is just an incredible place with incredible people to work for.
And I think the phrase, a well-known telephone company used to use that phrase, it's good to talk, but especially I think even now that this times during this pandemic, it's even more important, isn't it? And that's one of the big work of the foundation, isn't it?
Well, listen, let's not underplay it. It's been an horrendous time. You know, this pandemic has been awful. It really has. When you think back now to the things that you can't do, the things you've missed out on, how it's affected everybody, it's been an horrendous time, and one we hope we will never have to go through again. But we have, and hopefully now we're coming to the other side of it. But the lasting effects are going to affect a lot of people, and you know, these services available to people are going to need to be there, because there's a lot of people really struggling, and are going to continue to struggle, unfortunately, through this, as I said, horrendous situation we've been through.
And as you say before, Kirky, everyone misses the fans. Liverpool more than any, don't they? We hugely miss the fans. And certainly these games at Anfield we've had, I don't think them results happen.
Never.
We've got a full house at Anfield.
Never.
No way.
And you go back to the Barcelona game. If you didn't have a full house against Barcelona, you don't win that 4-0. You know, it's just the fans are so... And for some teams, it's worked out better for them, not having the pressure of playing in front of fans.
You played in that in a famous game with Mel's Champions League, Olympiacos.
Oh, you don't win that game without the fans. It's simple as that. You just don't do it. You know, particularly Anfield, the 12th, 13th man that sucked the ball in, and we have and the injuries. Listen, it's not excuses, it's facts. We've missed big injuries to big players, and the biggest thing though is we've missed the 12th man. We've missed the fans at Anfield.
Massive.
Yeah, and do you know what? I was listening. I put YouTube on the other day and listened to You Never Walk Alone. I think it was actually the Barcelona game. And and the thought of being at Anfield again and singing You Never Walk Alone in a full house, that's what's keeping me going.
That's going to be unbelievable,
oh
isn't
my,
it, when everyone's back.
It'll be so emotional as well.
It will be, yeah. It will be. Can't wait for that. It's going to be absolutely incredible. That really can't wait for that. So Liverpool FC women just coming back out for the second half. In the end, still waiting for Coventry United ladies to come back out too. So Liverpool leading by 2-0 so far. 2 goals in the space of quick succession, really. And Missy Beaucairns, how quality is she with those deliveries from set pieces? She's been doing it for the academy teams for years. She really has. And to see her replicate that at first team level, I know a lot of her family and the coaches here at Liverpool will be very proud indeed seeing what she's doing. And that great delivery led to the opening goal, of course, when Michaela Moore causing problems at the back post and it came across to Niamh Fahey. Showed great composure, the captain, to score in successive weekends after her winner at Crystal Palace last week as well. And then straight from the kickoff, almost, as I say, Coventry were caught. Great driving run down that left flank by Kerry Holland. She did superbly well to get to the byline, knocks it in. And there's Becky Jane, the goal machine at the moment. Becky Jane gets into some great areas and she's finishing and getting her rewards. Becky Jane was so close to scoring again as well, wasn't she? Just before went half-time with another good run by Kerry Holland. Good save as well by the Liverpool goalkeeper, Rachel Laws, just before the break as well, to deny Destiny Toisson as she broke into that Liverpool penalty area. So maybe just a sign that Amber Whiteley said, look, let's not rest on our laurels, let's keep up this hard work ethic that's seeing us reap the rewards that we are seeing so far here today. So doing very well, the Reds, under the interim boss Amber Whiteley, leading Coventry United ladies by 2-0. Second half about to get underway again here at Prenton Park. Really enjoying this so far. The girls are playing some really good stuff. And can they get some more goals in the second half? Action from all areas on the field as well. So the referee just waiting for both sets of players to get ready, as Kirsty Lynette will have the first touch of the second half, with Liverpool leading 2-0 in the FA Women's Championship here at Prenton Park. Wild wind out there as well, Kirky, isn't it?
There is. I was out with the dog early this morning and got blown over. Same as Kirby, only at the academy. Whenever we do games, it's always windy, wet.
Yeah, that was pretty wild yesterday.
Was Mel's there, was he?
Yeah. His hair is immaculate though, his doesn't blow, does it?
He's been, yeah, you know why, because Becky did it for him. He was texting us actually last night. We're booking a game of golf.
When it opens again, brilliant. Yeah. Hopefully not too far away.
But he's such a sore loser.
You're going to beat him then, is that guaranteed?
Of course, yeah, but every hole he talks about the goals he used to score, like, he talks me through every goal. Particularly that Olympiacos one and the Arsenal goal.
You say I know Mel's, I was at the other end.
He's a great. Well, I gave him assist for the Arsenal goal, but he never lets me know it.
Good run here by Hughes. Taylor Hines trying to cut out the danger.
He's a great lad,
Liverpool.
Mel's, isn't he?
Brilliant, yeah.
Great lad.
One of the best.
He's helped me a lot as well, same as yourself. He's always there for us to help as well. He's a brilliant diamond of a lad.
So, I'm sure Amber Whiteley would have just said to the players, just go out and enjoy yourselves again, express yourselves again.
Yeah,
get more goals.
Same again. I say it'll be slightly more difficult for them against the win this half, but full of confidence. You know, that first half, they've probably not played as well as that for quite a while. I mean, you've seen them a lot. You know, they're on the front foot, a lot of chances. Yes, they're playing against a team that, like I keep mentioning, that are struggling, but you've still got to perform.
There's Ash Hodson. Good play from Jade Bailey. Lynette holds it up again. Clever. Missy Bo-Kearns. And Kerry Holland driving through again. This is similar to when she scored against London Bees. Can she do it again? Good stop. Really good save by Sue Wood. Great ball through. And Kerry Holland disappointed she didn't make it number 3.
Yeah, she probably should, again, just took a touch too much like the Coventry player in this first half. Just one too many touches, keepers come out. Sue Wood made a great block, great save, but should have been 3-0.
Very similar to the London Bees. Pass through, Kerry Holland making that run. Oh, loose by Michaela Moore, but well reacted by Rachel Laws. How well did Kirsty Lynette do again, though, in that build-up?
She's so comfortable. Brilliant. You mentioned it before the game. She's there to hold the play up, to turn.
Class.
Yeah.
Hodson.
That's exactly what she's all about. So confident. Her first touch is pretty much spot on all the time. Very strong as well. But yeah, should have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0.
Taylor Hines did well under pressure. Hodson. Cleared away there by Becky Anderson. Flick on by Hughes. There's the skipper, Niamh Fahey.
Certainly got some pace, hasn't she, Kerry Holland? She got in there, but just took that one too many touches. Allows the keeper to come out. Spread herself well. It was a good save.
Yeah.
You can tell her there. She's looking to the sky.
She's still
there.
fuming.
She knows.
She can't believe she didn't score.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though. That.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Setting yourself high standards.
Well, it shows their care. It shows their care about the game.
Absolutely.
You know, and cares about the performance. So I'm sure next time she'll stick it in the back of the net.
I'm sure she'll get another chance. Lynette again. Forward by Nikki Miles. Becky Jane will pick it up. Moore. Rhiannon Roberts. Towards Missy Bo-Kearns. Well read in the end by Haley Crackle. Helen Dermody. Covering by Moore. Oh, good for Rachel Laws in the wind. Coventry will get a corner.
Yeah, just bobbled a little bit as well, didn't it, from the back pass. That corner flag over in the corner, look. Win now. Dear me.
Like a javelin, isn't it? About to set off. Got to be careful here, though, haven't they, from the set piece? Especially in these conditions. It can cause absolute havoc. Flick header in the end by Orthodoxu. And here's Kerry Holland covering to clear it.
Well, like a well-worked corner there from Coventry. I think they've meant that one. A little drill towards the 16-yard box, a header, but the lady just couldn't quite guide the header into the 6-yard box.
Now Ashley Brown over the throw. Header away. Good run by Ashley Brown. A nice touch by Hughes. Good effort too, but Rachel Laws was there to deny Amber Hughes.
Should possibly score. Either side of Rachel, it would give her obviously a lot more to do. Straight down the throat though, but it's a let off.
It's a chance for Coventry, that. Now Roberts for Liverpool. Lynette. Bailey. Coventry trying to get in behind Liverpool again here. Stevens making a good run, but good covering by Michaela Moore.
Started well, Coventry. First 5-6 minutes. Had the best chance at the end of the first half as well. Great chance there. Should have scored, or at least worked the keeper more.
This is a dangerous one. Good block by Taylor Hines. Good defending by Taylor. Did really well. Bo Kearns, Kerry Holland. Good switch. Lynette. Here comes Becky Jane on the overlap. Lynette is behind her. There's Kirsty Lynette. Great turn. Still Kirsty Lynette. Still. Oh, it wouldn't quite fall for Kerry Holland. Here's Becky Jane. Swing it back in. Holland is there again! Brilliant goal! Kerry Holland! What a signing she's turning into! By Amber Whiteley. Brilliant! Great cross by Becky Jane. This is really good. 3-0.
Oh, no more than deserved. Great play from Kirsten and Let before that. Tricking away inside the box. Just couldn't quite get the shot away. Kept the play though, kept the build up, and what a ball from Becky Jane. That's the type of ball you want to see, and it's just begging to be finished. And we said before, didn't we, Kerry Holland? She was beating herself up about missing that one.
She can't stop scoring,
but
this young lady.
It's a great finish.
Brilliant. A third goal for Liverpool. And Kerry Holland making up for that miss in their best possible way. Great finish.
It's a difficult finish.
Great ball in from Becky Jane.
It was a great ball in. Real pace on it, but it's not an easy finish. She's made it look really easy.
Here go Liverpool again with Ash Hodson. Charged down by Missy Bo Kearns. Oh, and cleared away by Becky Anderson.
Played Razza, yeah.
Razza Roberts. As I say, the fans sing, runs through a brick wall. Razza Roberts.
We had one similar at Sheffield Wednesday for Semedo.
Oh, loose by Rachel Laws. And here's Georgia Stevens trying to lob the goalkeeper.
Always in control there. Yeah, Semedo at Sheffield Wednesday, it was, what was it? You'll never get past Semedo.
Brilliant. 3-0. Here's Bo Kearns. Nice. Kerry Holland. What a pass by Kerry Holland. And here's Ash Hodson trying to get in behind them. Unselfish play in towards Missy Bo Kearns. It's Kerry Holland again to shoot. Oh, off the crossbar. Great effort by Kerry Holland again.
What a strike. Dug it out as well. It was under her feet. She's dug it out. She's hit that with some pace. Smashed the crossbar.
I'm enjoying this. It's good, isn't it? It's good.
No place I'd rather be, Steve.
She's a great player, Kerry Holland, there.
She is. She's done well.
That through ball for Ash Hodson was superb, and then she drives on. She wants to get there, doesn't she, to the edge of the box.
Well, look at her enthusiasm now when she's off the ball as well. Look at the way she's anticipating. Look at her eagerness, her keenness. You can just tell she loves a game of football.
Brilliant. Here's Niamh Fahey, the skipper, taking charge. So on the score sheet for the Reds today, Niamh Fahey, Becky Jane and Kerry Holland, who also has hit the bar. She could have had a second half hat-trick.
It's good.
Kerry Holland, by the way.
She's still got plenty of time.
Jade Bailey pinging one over the top. But full marks in that, the goal for Kerry Holland, as you say. Brilliant bit of play, wasn't it, by Kirsty Lynette in the build-up. It was lovely footwork.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
the way she span into the penalty area, and then Becky Jane picks up the loose ball with a fine cross. Here's Hodson. Lovely pass from Ash Hodson to Kirsty Lynette. And it's Kerry Holland breaking through again!
Just got it stuck under her feet, didn't she? Just stuck behind her a little bit.
She's tough to stop out there, Chris Kirkland. Kerry Holland.
She's so direct. You know, she's got pace, power. She's got a great shot in her, but just slightly stuck behind her there. Couldn't quite get the connection she wanted on, but I'd be amazed if she doesn't get another goal this second half.
I think Amber Whiteley's going to make a change very shortly as well. I don't think it'd be Kerry Holland that comes off.
I don't think she'd be too happy if she
No,
did.
he can't. Coventry are making some changes as well. I think Georgia Stevens has left the field for Jay Bradford's side. So Liverpool leading 3-0. Could be more than that. The way it's gone so far. Kerry Holland in the thick of the action, scoring, hitting the bar, and then another driving run through the middle. Unlucky not to score.
Been really entertaining game. It's gone really quick. That's when you know it's been a good game, when the minutes are ticking away before you realise it.
Keely Davis as well has come on for Coventry, making a few changes because got no choice really. I think their manager Jay Bradford knows Liverpool are threatening to score more goals here in this second half.
What's that now, minus 24, is it? Coventry on?
Goal difference, yeah.
It's not looking good.
Mel Lawley might be on very shortly for Liverpool. That would be the change. Roberts looked a bit caught there, but no foul. Farhi with a vital interception, and Taylor Hines. And now the pace of Ash Hodgson might get there, you know. But full credit to Ash Brown. Did well there, because Ash Hodgson is very quick. Good tackle by Bo Kearns. Holland, Missy Bo Kearns again. Farhi, nicely done. Taylor Hines. Hodgson. Kirsty Lynette. Hodgson. Bailey. Holland. Hodgson. Jade Bailey. Michaela Moore.
Offside.
Offside, Kerry Holland. And making that run again. Through the heart of the defence. Looks like a double change could be happening here for Liverpool. Is that Fernie as well? Rachel Finesse, the top scorer, who might come on. Hodgson. Bailey. Hodgson. A little bit loose that time. Straight to Orthodoxu. Good tackle by Taylor Hines. Did really well, Taylor, again. Liverpool double change will happen here.
Tell you what, nobody wanted to come off, were there? Whoever's coming off.
Ash Hodgson, I think, for Mel Lawley. Was it Jade Bailey as well? So double change for Liverpool. Leading 3-0 here. And they're sending on some more attackers. So coming onto the field here. Mel Lawley. There's Amy Rogers. Not Fernie yet. So Mel Lawley is on. And Amy Rogers has scored a great goal against the London Bees here. Comes on into midfield. Straight replacement ready for Jade Bailey. And here's Lawley with her first touch. And she's away, Mel Lawley. Just trying to play in Kerry Holland. It's Kirsty Lynette! Great save. It was deflected by Sue Wood. Almost an inspired substitution. Mel Lawley with a first touch nearly created a goal.
Can't do much more there. Great play from Mel. Cuts it back. Kirsty gets a great connection. I think it's come off the defender, has it?
Yeah.
It's a brilliant save from the keeper.
Sue Wood. Great stop. This could be about 5 by now, really, couldn't it? You look at the chances in the second half that Liverpool have had. Bo Kearns to swing another one in. Holland, the edge of the box. Amy Rogers trying to get there first for Liverpool.
That's what you want from your subs, though. Impact, instant impact. Mel's done that. Straight down the left. You know, it's not just about coming on and ticking the game away and making numbers up. That's what your subs need to do these days, make an impact. And she certainly did there and nearly ends up in a goal.
Oh, just over an hour gone here at Prenton Park. Lee Farhi and Becky Jane with 2 quick-fire goals in the first half. Second half, Kerry Holland could have had 3 or 4 herself. Got a great goal sent up by Becky Jane. Hit the bar, had one saved, went clean through. Fired one just over the top from the edge of the box as well. Moore. Roberts. Looking towards Becky Jane. Strong challenge again from Razza Roberts.
She'll get up from that, Raz. That won't rock her.
Yeah. Hina looking on from the touchline, but Hina probably knows that Razza doesn't need treatment.
Definitely not.
She's as tough as they come, Razza Roberts,
well,
isn't she?
I was just about to say the player who did that to Razza better be careful the next time she's near to Raz. There might be a bit of payback coming. Good ball.
Taylor Hines. Missy Bo-Kearns has made a great run. Oh, just offside. Just.
They were both just off. Kirsty definitely was. Missy just a yard or so.
You can see a few more goals in this Kirky for Liverpool.
Well, you'd like to think so. If they carry
keep
on,
it up.
yeah, if they carry on with this, if they don't slack off and keep the tempo up, yeah, definitely another one or two. But clean sheet as well. Let's keep a clean sheet.
Orthodox suit. Now Lawley trying to take it back off her. Here's Michaela Moore. Back towards Rachel Laws. Straight down the middle. Here's Mel Lawley. Gliding past defenders again. Brilliant play by Lawley. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns. Taylor Hines. Bo-Kearns again. Lynette is there. Can she turn, Kirsty? Defended well in the end by Hayley Crackle. Nephi. Hines. Bo-Kearns again. Towards Taylor Hines. Coventry picking up the loose ball.
Really impressed with Rachel's kicking in the goal.
Rachel Laws, yeah.
Yeah, she's got great distribution. She's pinged a few out to either full-backs. Really calm on the ball.
He did well under pressure.
Just caught her there, didn't I? think both caught each other on the ankles there.
Yeah. Destiny Twasson has come out the worst of it. And she's gone down injured. And so Liverpool just going to kick it out so the physio can come on. Come off the worst of it though, the
again, tough playing Neve,
striker.
like Razza. Tough playing Neve. She doesn't stay down too often unless she's really hurt. Obviously got that captain's armband on for a reason.
But overall, some good stuff from Liverpool in this second half. The third goal was brilliant.
Yeah, delighted again. That's what you work for all week. You know, to create situations like that. Kirsten and Annette before, you've just loved if she would have finished that off because it was brilliant skill from her, twisting and turning. But we kept the play alive, and it was an incredible ball from Becky Jane. Not an easy finish. I know we've not seen it again, but it was flashed across that 6-yard box, and it was knee height, and she made it look easy, did Kerry?
So the goals so far today, folks, on our live single camera coverage. No replays, but we bring you the live action as it happens. 2 quick-fire goals in the first half. A brilliant delivery by Missy Bo-Kearns from a corner caused all sorts of problems. Michaela Moore doing well at the back post and really good composure. Good finish by Nephi for the opener. And then straight from the kick-off, Coventry caught Kerry Holland driving run down the left-hand side. Great ball in. Becky Jane doubles the lead. And the second half, Kerry Holland has all sorts of chances. She's gone clean through on goal. Good save by Sue Wood to deny her, but she makes up for it in the best possible way. Great play by Lynette. Becky Jane then gets it, swings in a great ball. Great finish by Kerry Holland, and then shortly afterwards, Kerry Holland hits the crossbar with a great strike, Chris Kirkland.
It was power. It was stuck between her feet as well, and she's dug it out. A bit like that one to Stevie against Man U. Remember that one a few years ago?
That's a good ball by Taylor Hines. And Mel Lawley is again away, but the flag is up. They've quite a high line, aren't they, Coventry, really?
They have done from the... We mentioned it first half, didn't we? Just put my gloves on. My hands are freezing.
Look a bit different to the goalkeeping gloves you used to wear. No?
Probably catch them better in these ones. Yeah, they have done. They've played a high line. We said that during the first half, and you know, but the joy for Liverpool's been down the wings, straight through the middle. The ball's rolling on. just can't quite get the correct pass, the correct way to pass, but down the sides have been a threat all day, left and right side.
Anderson. Amy Rogers getting stuck in. Holland. Bo Kearns. Brilliant switch by Missy Bo Kearns. And here is Kirsty Lynette. Driving run. Deflected.
She deserves a goal, doesn't she? Kirsty deserves a goal. Good defending though again.
Good work again, that, wasn't it?
Again, coming down that right-hand side.
So it will be Missy Bo Kearns again on set-piece duty for Amber Whiteley's side, leading 3-0 here at Prenton Park in the FA Women's Championship. Could have been a lot more than that so far, especially second half, the chances they've had. Niamh Fahey's up there again. Amy Rogers. Back to Bo Kearns.
Go on.
Fahey! Oh, they've done it again! It's that combination! Niamh Fahey scores again. Bent in by Missy Bo Kearns, and it's 4-0.
You won't see many better finishes than that. That is a difficult finish. It's a great ball for Missy. Drove in, it bobbled up. She sort of caught it on the volley, Niamh, and it's a brilliant finish. That's one with her left, is it? And one with her right,
yeah.
Niamh Fahey. I tell you, she won't finish too many better off like that in her career.
Well, Niamh Fahey's on a hat-trick now. And Missy Bo Kearns at her creative best. Bo Salah strikes again. I love that nickname, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Niamh Fahey stops it. 4-0. The Reds leading here at Prenton Park. And playing some really good stuff. Lawley. Lynette. Challenged well in the end by Katie Morris. There's Roberts. Here the Reds go again. It's Bo Kearns. Holland through the middle. Roberts.
It's a good ball. Go on.
Oh, just behind Mel Lawley.
Just the wind, I think, took it over. Again down that right-hand side, though. I think the groundsmen are going to have to repair both wings down the side. There's been a lot of play.
Yeah, absolutely. We've used the width really well. I think Amber Whiteley would be delighted with that.
Well,
been some good stuff played here.
They've done the homework, haven't they? They've done the homework. They know where Coventry's weaknesses are, and they've certainly exploited it for the whole game. And
absolutely,
you expect them to get a couple more goals possibly as well. 2
goals for Niamh Fahey. First of the season last week. Now she can't stop scoring. Here in Becky Jane. Good play by Taylor Hines again. Unlucky.
Proper captain, Niamh.
Yeah,
you know, I mentioned it before. She leads by example. Brilliant off the pitch as well as on it. You know, got the respect of all her players, all the staff. She's been great, Niamh. I think that's a good point you make, because Sophie Bradley-Auckland is a real leader for this team, and for obvious reasons, because of the pandemic. She works in a family-run care home. That's her main priority, so she couldn't play for Liverpool this season, and Niamh's taken the captain's armband and led by example. She has, yeah. And Sophie, when she used Sophie used to work in the mornings in the care home, 6 till 8, and then travel to training. They've got a good double act going, Missy Bo and Niamh Fahey, haven't they? Here, I tell you. Well, again, it's come from the training ground. Yeah, that'll be work. Absolutely. You know, it's no coincidence. The more work you put in the training ground, the more you practice, it will pay off. And by the way, I don't think Coventry will be too happy about this, because Rachel Finesse is warming up, and our top scorer might be coming on soon. If she comes on, don't bet against Fernie scoring. Scores for fun. Crackers as well, doesn't she? Cracking goals she scores. She does. Space now for Taylor Hines. Still 20 minutes left. 4-0 the Reds lead. Great run by Hines. And Holland is onside. Pulling it back. Oh, near post. Taylor Hines went for the return. Well, 2 of the back 4 have scored. That was close to 3 of the back 4 scoring today. Good defending. Kerry Holland again using her pace and power down this left side. Cuts it back to the near post, but good defending, just nips in front of our player. Two goals for Niamh Fahey, Becky Jane, Kerry Holland on the score sheet here.
Amy Rogers, Roberts, Becky Jane. Holland popping up everywhere now on that right-hand side. Roberts. Rachel Finesse will be on shortly.
They've played really well under difficult conditions as well. You know, the wind, it's
not easy out there.
It's not.
You're right.
They've played really well.
Passed the ball well as well. Michaela Moore. Bo Kearns is up there. Here's Kirsty Lynette. Good play again. Roberts. Oh, Lynette. Keeper's come out. It's a good stop. Roberts to fire it back in there. Missy Bo Kearns. Oh, just couldn't turn to get a shot away. Good save that by Sue Wood to deny Kirsty Lynette. Who for her work overall today probably deserves a goal, and she's unlucky there. Great tackle by Bo Kearns. Not once but twice. Passion. Determination. Hines. Mel Lawley. Good feet by Mel Lawley. Clever. Carrie Holland. Lawley. Twisting and turning. Mel Lawley. Moore. Holland. Missy Bo Kearns. Carrie Holland. It'll fall here for Lawley. Holland. Lynette. Great turn. Driven away from goal, Kirsty. She's done well, though. She's still got it, Kirsty Lynette.
Queuing up, isn't it? They're queuing up. Try and get involved. It's a brilliant save before, like you mentioned, from the keeper.
Good work that from Amy Rogers.
Could be a corner.
Defensive point of view. I think it will be a corner.
They are, don't they? They're all trying to get in the act now.
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool want to make some changes. The top scorer, Rachel Finesse. The Northern Ireland international is going to come on. Well, they're going to wait for the corner to be taken first before the changes. Yeah, no, Kirsty Lynette will leave the field. She's been brilliant today.
She has.
Enjoyed watching Kirsty today. She's been great.
Yeah, keeper's made two brilliant blocks for her. Deserved a goal.
Yeah, and Rachel Finesse comes on. And is it Raza Roberts off and Leanne Robe will come on. To play it right back. Another good game from Roberts down that right hand side too. As the changes made by Amber Whiteley. Leanne Robe comes on. Oh, it's a dangerous delivery across the face of goal. And in the end, no one there in a green shirt for Coventry to finish it off.
Yeah, it's not the best defending, to be honest, from there, from that corner. The ball should never get through your 6-yard line like that. Just slightly switched off.
Kirsty Lynette, so unlucky not to score. She deserved one today.
Yeah, Sue Wood in goal for Coventry's made two brilliant saves from her, one-on-ones. But yeah, link-up play, everything. You know, she's been pivotal for Liverpool today. She'll be delighted with her performance.
Amy Rogers getting stuck in. But good to get Rachel Finesse back out there. She missed the game at Crystal Palace last week with a little niggle. That's why Mel Lawley had a little niggle why they didn't start. But
did she get that on international? Was it?
I think so. Yeah.
She picked it up, didn't she? Is it Northern Ireland she played?
Northern Ireland, yes.
Yeah, I think she got that little
inspirational figure in the Northern Ireland team as well as Liverpool. Rachel Finesse. Is Taylor Hines. Good ball. Finesse. Nice turn. Still Rachel Finesse. Finds Carrie Holland. Taylor Hines. Rogers. Michaela Moore. First touch now for Leanne Robe. Robe's won it back. Now Missy Bo Kearns. Here's Amy Rogers. Steady influence. Finesse. Lovely. Carrie Holland. Oh, the flag again.
A tough one for who's going to be girl of the game. Obviously between Carrie Holland and Missy Bow, yeah.
Or Neve. 2
Or
goals.
Neve, yeah, yeah. I think I'm possibly leaning towards Kerry, I think. You?
She's been great to watch,
Yeah.
hasn't she? Superb. They all have, though, haven't they, to be fair?
Good team performance up to now, but they've got to carry it on. They're still, you know, keep it going all the way to the end, be professional. Clean sheet would be a great boost from 2 on the spin.
Forward again by Helen Demodi. Robe trying to win it back for Liverpool. Becky Jane there too. Becky's done well. There's still 14 minutes left. 4-0. The Reds lead here, 2 for Neve Fahy. Becky Jane and Kerry Holland with their 3rd goal for Liverpool. 3 goals in five games now for Kerry Holland. Pretty impressive. Driving on again. Coventry.
Must have been
There's
tough
Amy
for her
Rogers.
as well, Steve, you know when she's moved over and then the pandemic happens, when you move from a different country.
Kansas, yeah, back to
Dear me,
back
must
to
have
the
been tough.
UK again.
Must have
Yeah.
been tough for her. What a time to come over.
Here's Lawley. Kearns. Moore. Becky Jane. It's a nice turn. Half cleared away in the end by Amy Rogers. As Katie Morris tried to break through for Coventry. Becky Jane. Michaela Moore. To Rachel Laws.
Good ball.
Been impressed with the distribution of Lawsy, haven't you, the
Yeah,
keeper? Done
really
well.
good, really calm.
Hines, Holland. Kerry Holland. Taylor Hines. Kerry Holland again. Good football. Mel Lawley. Holland. Lawley. Oh, that flag again.
Yeah.
How many times, Turkey?
I don't think the wind's out, but Mel, since she's come on, that's what you want. She's been direct, as you'd expect, you know, using her pace. Extremely good player. Yeah, I don't think the wind's helping that linesman too much over the far side.
But so important, we said coming into this one, keep that winning momentum going, and they're certainly doing that. Amber Whiteley's side here, leading 4-0.
Just looking at Rachel Furness there, she's holding the back of her ankle. Hopefully that's not a reoccurrence or something. Hopefully it's just a kick, but she's limping.
She's limping a bit,
now.
isn't she, Fernie,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Hopefully it's nothing serious for her.
Here's Lawley. Rogers. Michaela Moore. Becky Jane. Now Kearns. And Kerry Holland's coming in again.
It's a good ball again from Missy. Just into that danger area, just behind the defender, in front of the keeper where she can't really come and get it. And it's a difficult one though for Kerry. It's on the bounce. You've got to catch it really clean, but just caught it on the up and over the crossbar. Bit of a concern there for Rachel Furness. She's still limping quite heavily there.
Yeah, Amelie Testrup has got ready from the bench,
Yeah.
so she might need to be substituted.
That'd be a shame, wouldn't it?
Rachel Furness, which would be really unfortunate after just coming on. As you say, might be a reoccurrence of something there. So Amber Whiteley might have to make a change. 10 minutes to go. With Liverpool 4-0 up here.
Yeah, she comes. I think she's coming off.
I think she's going to come off, Fernie. Unfortunately, having picked up that knock.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh no. No, Becky Jane.
Well, that's good news.
In fact, will leave the field.
Probably just a kick then. Probably should be able to run it off.
And the Danish international, Amelie Testrup, comes on for Becky Jane, who played really well and further forward again. Becky Jane got a good goal in the first half too. Scoring again. Testrup, Kearns. Here's Helen Demodi. Good play by her. Here's Ashley Brown, the chance here. I think forward Ashley Brown from fullback. No problem for Rachel Laws. Well, Amber definitely, you can see she was talking to Fernie there, so she would have said to Rachel Vanessa, "You're okay," and she would have said, "Yeah, I'm not coming."
Yeah,
off.
I'll take that. Thankfully, we got that one wrong. Well, I got that one wrong. you knew that was never the case all the way.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like you. I thought she was coming off there.
That's good news, though. At least it's just she's still struggling a little bit, though. She's hopefully she doesn't make anything worse.
Yeah, Destiny Toisson is coming off as well for Coventry. She picked up an injury before, didn't she? But she's played on. So I wonder whether we'll get any more goals before the end of this one here at Prenton Park today.
You watching the golf later? Players. Lee Westwood. Lee Westwood got a chance.
You'll be watching it?
I will be watching that, yeah.
After your roast beef Sunday roast?
After the roast beef,
For the missus?
Yeah, that's a bad day, isn't it? Mrs K's making it for Mother's Day. Should have made it, but yeah. So having that, and then I'll be watching the golf, yeah. A nice cup of tea.
Lovely jubbly. After a good win here for Liverpool FC women.
Great win.
We can safely say now, I think.
And performance as well.
Yeah, performance has been really good.
Yeah, performance has been exceptional.
Yeah. Flick on by Taylor Hines.
Go on, you in.
And Missy Bow-Kearns with the pass. Here's Amelie Testrup. Still with Testrup. Eager to get on and impress the Dane. And again, it was good that the number of players had made a good run into the box in support in red shirts. Now Robe under pressure on the far side there from Beth Merrick.
You know how Tranmere are getting on?
More changes.
Just looking there, just seeing the TRFC, and I thought, oh yeah, they're at Wembley, isn't they?
Yeah.
What a shame, though, by the way. What a shame playing at Wembley with no fans. I mean, I know everyone's the same, but
it's very different, isn't it?
Oh dear me, it's upsetting.
Hopefully it won't be that long. Taylor Hines doing well, actually, taking a chance. It was an awkward ball fizzed in there by Beth Merrick, and Rachel Laws was there. Taylor Hines took no chances. The driven, dangerous ball comes in, away by Michaela Moore. Finesse trying to get to that loose ball. It's done really well, Rachel Finesse. Clever. Kerry Holland driving again down that left flank. Kerry Holland. It's a forceful run.
Oh, go on,
Still Kerry Holland. It's all about persistence. Mel Lawley! Oh, number 5. Brilliant by Kerry Holland. Absolutely outstanding play, that. And Mel Lawley scores 5-0.
That's just got the lady of the game for me. Kerry Holland, I think that sealed it. Obviously, you're the boss, so you pick it.
I'm not, you are.
You are the boss, so you pick it. But great play. I mean, she lost the ball. She had no right to get it. The defender was there, but she didn't give it in. She got it back, pulled it back, and Mel Lawley's been really lively since she's come on.
5-star Liverpool FC women today under Amber Whiteley. Fantastic by Kerry Holland. Made up for Mel Lawley too. Brilliant. Liverpool FC women 5, Coventry United ladies 0. And a good Sunday entertainment, this. No replays, but on live single camera coverage, we brought you the live action as it happens. Don't forget, the women are in action in a couple of weeks' time. Actually, they're taking on Blackburn Rovers here, and we're delighted to be able to show that one live for you as well. That's going to be a 6:30 kick-off on the 28th. It's all part of a special weekend in women's football. We'll be bringing you that live as well against Blackburn Rovers here.
Is that Sunday as well?
Yeah, it is, yeah. 5-0 for the Reds here today. Brilliant play that by Kerry Holland. It started with Rachel Finesse, who fed a nice ball down the line, and great persistence. Here's Amelie Testrup. Plenty of red shirts in the middle. Can Testrup fire it in? Lawley's there again! Oh! How did that one stay out? I don't quite know, but it did.
Yeah, I mean, it's fired across at her, but yeah, she'll be disappointed there. She's got to finish that. It's just popped up a little bit again. We'll blame the surface for that one.
5 minutes left. 5-0. The Reds lead here. 2 goals for Niamh Fahey, Becky Jane.
You'd think Coventry would learn, wouldn't they, and try and...
Kerry Holland and Mel Lawley on the score sheet.
Try and double up on the wings, because you know, they're very vulnerable down the sides, but they've not learned.
Kerry Holland also hit the bar. The Coventry keeper Sue Wood has made some fine saves too here today. Robe. Amy Rogers. Lawley. Good play by Lawley. Emily Testrup. Missy Bokerns. I think Amber will be delighted with this, won't she?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But it's not just about the result. Yeah, they've got the goals, but the performance, she'll be delighted with that. You know, everything she's told them on the training ground this week, leading up to this game, what she expects from them, where to hurt Coventry, everything's come off.
Some really nice goals here today. Really good performances, but overall the team functioning really well together, which is so important. Coventry with a little through ball. Rachel Laws will get there. Still think it's a bit too much to ask. 3 minutes to go for Niamh Fahey to get the hat-trick.
Well, what did we say at half-time? 4-5-0?
Well, you get another corner with Missy Bow taking him, you never know.
I think you said 5-0, didn't you, Steve, at half-time? You always get it right, don't you?
I don't. Here's Lawley. Good play by Mel Lawley again. Driving through it. Robe. Michaela Moore. Robe. It's a foul. And hopefully it's going to be another clean sheet too as well.
Well, that's what you want. You're not successful.
That'll be 3 clean sheets on the bounce.
Is that 3, is it? I thought so, yeah. So you're not, listen, you're not successful. If you're going to be successful, I know this season is out of reach now, but it's still got the cup. You need to keep clean sheets. You know, defensively solid. You look at all the teams, you know, men's and women's over the years that have won things. Defensively, they're solid.
Rachel Finesse is chasing after this.
Let's hope the first team can get back to that as well, the men's team.
Yeah, tomorrow night at Wolves. Don't forget, folks, on air tomorrow night. Best build up to the game at Molineux, 7 o'clock. Right here on LFC TV. And then the Youth Cup we've got live for you Tuesday night. The under-18s taking on Sutton United at the Kirby Academy. We're on air at 6:45 for that one, for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Good to see the FA Youth Cup coming back. Mark Bridge-Wilkinson's side had a really good win at Newcastle yesterday. Hoping to continue that good form on Tuesday nights. Here's Taylor Hines. Trying to drive on from that left-hand side. Brown dispossessed her. Rachel Finesse trying to stop the goalkeeper Sue Wood. Even though she's conceded 5 today, got to have a little word for the Coventry keeper Sue Wood, who I think's played really well. Yeah,
she has. She made some good saves. Couldn't really do much about the goals that have gone in. You know, really good finishes by the Liverpool girls.
Bokerns. Kerry Holland. Emily Testrup. Driving forward Testrup. It's a nice turn. Still with Testrup. Clever. Kerry Holland. Leanne Robe. Still Robe. Oh, it's a dodgy back pass. Finesse. Oh, couldn't quite get it back to Kerry Holland. Was trying to line one up and try and get number 6 before the full time is up. We're into stoppage time here. Just a couple of minutes, I think. And it on. That's a little turn, but too far for Beth Merrick looking towards Helen Damodi, but couldn't quite find her. But still, Mel Lawley now. Here's another driving run by Kerry Holland. And here's Rachel Finesse. Can she make it number 6? Oh, close.
Should have scored. She'll be disappointed there. You'd have backed her there.
Kerry Holland again.
Yeah.
Left-hand side.
Good play again from the back. Started with Rachel in goal. You're thinking, right, keep the ball when it comes back to her, but she's played it out to Mel Lawley. Good ball from Mel to Kerry Holland. Into Fernie, and Fernie will be disappointed there. You'd back her to score with her ability in front of goal. Maybe still feeling the slight effects of the little knock she's took, maybe, possibly.
Great little move again, that. Some sparkling stuff this afternoon, Amber Whiteley's team. Leading 5-0. 2 goals in the first half. Coventry goalkeeper Sue Ward has made some fine saves. Kerry Holland, who could have had a second half hat-trick. She could have had 3 or 4. Hit the crossbar, scored, provided another assist. Settling in really well as a new Liverpool player. Good signs for the future as well.
This is what I've never understood, you know. You know when a team's 5-0 up and it's the end of the game, what does the ref add so much on for? We had it when we was down, when we lost flipping 9-1 at Spurs for Wigan. It was 7-1.
Yeah.
And
Finesse has played in Missy Beaucairns. Finesse wants it back. Beaucairns goes it alone.
Yeah, the ref added an extra 6 minutes on and scored 2 more.
Oh.
Fuming. They're 7-0 up, just blow the whistle.
Defoe, Jermaine Defoe.
Yes, thanks for that, Steve. It was, yeah.
He won the title for Stevie, didn't he?
He did.
Brilliant.
By the way.
Ryan Kent as well, fantastic. Made up for all of our
again,
mates at the academy there as well with Stevie. Tommy Coleshaw, Mick Beale, Scott Mason, Doc Waller. You know very well, Doc Waller. Brilliant.
Again, though, just
top man.
The year to win it. I mean, imagine the fans were there. I mean, Leona's my wife's dad. He's been a season ticket holder for 30 years at Rangers.
Wow.
But imagine the fans who were at Ibrox to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what an achievement he's done.
Well, could easily have had number 6 before the game was out there. Thought Missy Bowe was going to knock one in, but she's had a few assists today, so I think she was trying to get one herself, wasn't she?
It's tough, you know. You look at every player they've contributed. It's been a real team performance.
Here's Nifahi driving through for Liverpool. 5-star Liverpool FC women turn on the style here as they keep another clean sheet as well. The captain, Nifahi, with 2. Kerry Holland and Mel Lawley also on the score sheet with Becky Jane. It really was a super performance. 2-0 up early doors in the 2 goals in quick succession. Nifahi from a Missy Beaucairns corner. Again, like last week, Michaela Moore involved. Becky Jane set up by a brilliant run by Kerry Holland, made it number 2. Then Kerry Holland herself, who also hit the bar, had an effort saved, made it 3. Great cross from Becky Jane. Great finish by Kerry Holland. Then another Missy Beaucairns delivery set up Nifahi to score again. And Mel Lawley off the bench, set up by another great run by Kerry Holland with the final goal. Great day for Liverpool FC women. It finished here, Liverpool FC women 5, Coventry United ladies 0. Chris Kirkland, a thoroughly enjoyable Sunday afternoon here at
I've really
Prenton
enjoyed
Park.
that. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Tough conditions, but from the first minute, you know, Liverpool were on the front foot, causing Coventry all sorts of problems, particularly down the left and right hand side, and no more than they deserve. 5-0. They'll be delighted with that, and you know, you said before, 3rd clean sheet, got to carry on, finish the season strong, set the foundations for next season, and try and get back up to the top league.
And the goals, I mean, even in the first half, they started well, but we saw Missy Beaucairns, the standard chartered Liverpool FC Women's Player of the Month for February. She had a game to remember. Her and Kerry Holland were brilliant out there together, weren't they?
They were. They found them little pockets as well, difficult to defend against, and then when they got the ball, very direct. Know where the goal here. Kerry Holland was superb, the pace and power. Missy's still a young player, but progressing all the time, and it's great signs for this team going into, you know, for the rest of this season and in particularly next season.
Quickly through the goals then. The first one, Beaucairns, great ball in. Michaela Moore did well back post too, didn't she?
She did, and it was a great finish from Nifahi on the half volley, set piece again.
And then the second one, Coventry were caught cold almost straight from the kick-off really. Holland bursting down the left-hand side with pace, great ball in. And Becky Jane, who can't stop scoring at the moment, great finish.
Yeah, great pace and power from Kerry Holland. Difficult finish as well. but she's got great connection on it. 2-0.
And then the second half, Kerry Holland had like an 8-minute spell when she was threatening to score at will. She went clean through, good save by the goalkeeper. Then she had another chance when she hit the bar. Really good goal as well. Great ball in from Becky Jane. Great play from Kirsty Lynette.
It was, yeah. Kirsty was unlucky before, but then it come back out. Becky Jane, difficult ball as well, but Kerry Holland's made it look really easy finish, which it wasn't.
And then the fourth, it's the Missy Bokerns, Niamh Fahy partnership again. Great ball in and great finish from Niamh.
It was, yeah. Niamh again, second, sets by example, captain's performance. Great second goal for her.
And then Mel Lawley wrapped it up with the last goal, brilliantly set up by Kerry Holland down that left-hand side. What a day. 5-star Liverpool FC women. Really enjoyed this one. Liverpool FC women 5, Coventry United ladies 0.
Winning the league after 30 years was, wow, what achievement.
You have to earn the right to play for the club, but then you have to earn the right to be